I'm making this video today with a very heavy heart because two kids passed away in the Eastern Cape due to food poisoning. This is a story that happens in South Africa every once in a while. Kids pass away, they lose their lives over food poisoning, and another news cycle comes in, and then we just forget about those two souls that passed away, and we just carry on like nothing happened. Today, I want to make this video just to make you think about it. Have you ever spoken to a person who lost a child? Have you ever spoken to a family who have lost a loved one who is a toddler or a child? It is the most painful thing you've ever seen in your life. With a child with her or his whole life ahead of him, dying unnecessarily from food poisoning. So let's be honest with ourselves. We have a situation where we have tuck shops that are run by people who are not interested in abiding by the law. They're not interested in complying with what is required by the health department, but you also have a health department that does not do inspections. And when they do those inspections, they don't do a good job. Because if they did their job, those kids would be alive today. So I'm sitting here thinking about these two kids that have passed away from food poisoning, from eating snacks from a tuck shop. Where's the South African Human Rights Commission? Where is the commission that is meant to protect our human rights of kids to live? Because as far as I'm concerned, those tuck shops should be shut down right now, immediately. Shut them down. Because two lives have been lost. And these people continue saying like nothing happened. Where's the Minister of Children, Women, and People with Disabilities? Where's the minister that looks after children? Where are all the NGOs that have to protect children from monsters and being poisoned by food? Where is everybody that is responsible for this? And the tuck shop owner should be arrested and should be prosecuted and spend time in prison. So this happens over and over in South Africa, especially in townships and poor areas, poor rural areas, and the government does nothing about it. So we are back here again where kids have died. Some were admitted to hospital. Luckily, they survived. But we cannot have this situation in a place called South Africa if we want to call it a country. We're a country of laws. We have the labor department, the health department, and the labor department that's supposed to be checking all these facilities, make sure they comply with the checklist that they have. We have the Ministry of Women and Children and People with Disabilities that is not doing anything about it. And number three, we have the South African Human Rights Commission. Where are they? They're supposed to be doing checks and balances to make sure that our kids are protected from this kind of thing. And this thing keeps happening over and over. We've seen videos upon videos of these factories that are manufacturing fake foods in our own country, within our borders. While we have departments that are supposed to be safeguarding us as citizens from consuming the poisonous nonsense that they're feeding our kids. So today's video really is about what happened to taking responsibility and accountability as a department, as a human rights commission, or as a minister of women and children. These kids belong to somebody. They have a mother, they have a father, they have family. But right now, as we speak, they are gone. There will be funerals this week at those houses, and nobody goes to prison. Nobody takes responsibility. Nobody is dragged to court to make sure that they pay the price. So the question I'm asking you, let's be honest with ourselves. What happens to a country where we cannot even protect our own children? We're talking about kids between 4 and 7 who have absolutely these kids, all they do is go to the shops and buy snacks. Okay, that's all they do. That's all they know. But we're supposed to have communities that are supposed to make sure that these shops are shut down. Number two, we have the Department of Health and Department of Labor to make sure that all these shops, these tuck shops, these partner shops, they comply with the rules and regulations. Number three, we've got the Minister of Women and Children and People with Disabilities. What is the purpose of that department if they cannot protect our own children? Don't even get me started on the president because I don't think he's going to do anything about it. But the point that I'm making in this video, guys, is at what point do we just let everything go and let our kids just die in the streets like it's nothing? And we just carry on. Next week, there'll be another news cycle. We'll talk about something else. This is our future, guys. This is the future of our country. Kids, they come from somewhere. They have parents. Like I said at the beginning of this video, have you ever spoken to somebody who lost their child? It is the most painful thing you've ever experienced. Yet we have a government that does not care about their own kids, their own citizens. We have tuck shops that are running without any form of compliance, and everybody carries on. We have people that run tuck shops and they live in there. They use poison to get rid of the rats that are running around the shops. They're doing all sorts of illegal things in those shops, but the government just carries on. The departments just look the other way. The police just buy drinks there and carry on like nothing's happening. Our metro police do not even worry about the bylaws. And the result of all of that is young lives being cut short for no reason. Just think about it. Until then, stay safe.